Well, hey there. All right. Have you ever thought about how can I grow my customers to be on more products? Or how can I dive in a little bit more and serve them better? Well, today I want to talk to you about 5 ways to help build customers deep and wide. And what I mean by that is deep on the products they use, deep on the relationship you have, because this is a relationship building business, and wide on the amount of products that they use. So not only just skincare or glamour, but that they spread out amongst all the different products that we have. And so it takes building a relationship with your customers to make that happen because you have to know them, right? So here's a couple ideas that you might implement into your customer service, your customer building, and also your daily reach outs, right? The consistency of reaching out to people will build. And so, number one is your current customers. So, people that have current customers, or even people that have been your past customers, to make a list of those. Pull up your preferred customer list. Look on your My Customers and Mary Kay My Business, and make a list of what are they currently on? Do you know? And then what could they get on? So maybe they are, a skincare customer, but you've never really talked about to them about exfoliation. So you might send a message like, "Hey, I was thinking about you today. Have you ever thought about learning about exfoliation for your skin or age-defying products? Would you love my suggestions, or would you be open to a conversation?" The other thing I want to share with you is a lot of times we are I left them a message, right? And we just kind of leave the message and we expect people to respond. People will see a text message 97% of the time. That doesn't mean they're going to respond. So a no response doesn't mean they don't care or they didn't see it. I'm going to ask you, how many times have you read a text message and not sent a text back? Right? Like we have to remember that people are people and we all have lives. But when you ask, leave it with a question. So my goal is to start a conversation. And how you do that is think about playing tennis, right? So you hit the ball over, and if the person returns it, you have a game going and you keep throwing it back and forth. Well, how do you do that in a conversation? You do that with questions, but one question at a time. Okay. I can be really bad about asking 2 or 3 questions all in one text message, and that's just confusing. So it might be something like, would you be open to hearing my favorite exfoliation product? Or do you find yourself, that you have some dry skin or dry patches with this time of year? Anything that, you're thinking about, ask a question to see if they get a response. Now, don't sit there and wait for that response. They might not respond until later today or tomorrow. So current customers, so thinking about what are they currently on and what could you introduce them to? What could you invite them to? As far as an event or something, have you offered the value? Okay, so we talk about value, and value is not the discount on a product. The value is not on a coupon. The value is not on a sale. Value is something you give them that means something to them. So, for example, what if you reached out to your customers and offered your free skin analyzer? Positioning that as a great gift. Hey, I was thinking about you. I don't know if I ever offered you the free analyzer. It does a biometric scan of your skin, like all the all those words that we have for that. Could I send it to you? It's super fun and easy. You ask permission, right? Everything we do is on permission basis. And if she goes, sure, that sounds great, awesome. Then when you send it, you say, great. I really like to help people decode it because it can be a little confusing. When do you think you'll get that done? Tonight or tomorrow? So again, you're kind of confirming, making an appointment with them, and then finding out. Let me know when when she finds out. Great. After that, could you send me your results? I'd love to see what you find out. Okay. So again, that just kind of has that conversation. You gave her value. You're not asking her to buy anything. And it's a fun resource. Have you done the skin analyzer yet? Oh my gosh, so cool. Okay, so that could be some value that you send her. And nothing may happen from that as far as a sale in that moment. But again, she might think, oh, yeah, you know what? When something she needs happens, she'll think of what showed up on her skin analyzer, or she might book an appointment with you because of that, or she might buy a product from that. Okay, number two is new customers. Who do you know in your phone or other things that you might do the same thing? Hey, I have this new skin analyzer app. I'm trying it out and I'm looking for a few people that might want to test it. It's totally free. It shows your skin texture, tone, lines and wrinkles. Super fun. And I would do a winky emoji, like I'm an emoji girl. You may not be. Haha. We all want to see our wrinkles, right? Like making it fun. Would you be willing to be one of my testers? Okay, so again, I'm not asking her to buy anything. I'm giving her value of finding out what her skin is like. All right. I think that was like number two or three, or whatever. Number four could be a birthday club. Do you have your customers in a birthday club? That could be another reason to reach out to them and say, "Hey, I'm starting a birthday club. When's your birthday?" Now, again, you're like, "Oh, well, that's super cool." Or would you like to be part of my birthday club? And tell a little bit about it. So, it will be, whatever you want to give, right? Like it might be a discount or specials or whatever, right? And then put them in a birthday club and remember to send them a birthday message. Most of you, if you don't use Project Broadcast, that's a great tool. Let me know. I can give you the code for that. Or I know on my phone, I have an Android, I can pre-schedule text messages. I think at least like 90 days out. So you can pre-schedule a birthday message to that person. And not necessarily a birthday message with a gift card, but just a birthday message. Hey, I was thinking about you today. I hope you have a blessed day, or whatever your wording is. So that could be fun. And number five, we talked about the skin analyzer. So thinking about how do I build my customers deep and wide? First of all, it's about building the relationship. And then second, it's how can I provide value? Also inviting them to all the things that we do, exposing them to different opportunities, right? Seeing what they might be posting on Facebook or Instagram, that they might have a need or they might be looking for something that you could fill that need. And sometimes it's not a Mary Kay related. So let's say, for example, I just had a friend who said, "Hey, we're going to Louisville, Kentucky for a weekend getaway. Could you recommend some restaurants?" Okay, that has nothing to do with Mary Kay. She already is a customer of mine, but I reached out and I shared a few places for her. Well, guess what? She's going to go, "Wow, Debbie thought enough of me to take time to share that," right? Share ideas that she had. So that builds relationship, you guys. That's how you build customers deep and wide, relationships deep and wide, and can make an impact. So then when I go back and reach out for something else, that warm feeling, that love that I have for her, that serving her, that adding value to her for this weekend getaway that she's celebrating her son's 21st birthday, maybe I'll be a little thought process in that. I don't know if anybody else reached out to her and gave her ideas. And typically I do that in a private message, not in her feed, because I think that one more step is a little more personal, and then that creates a conversation. So then I did that and I said, "Oh, what are you going there for?" I didn't know. And she said, my son's 21st anniversary. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, we were just there. It was so much fun. You're gonna love it. I hope you have a great time. Send pictures." Like just something fun, right? Creating relationship with people, taking that extra little time will give them value. They'll trust you. They like you. They get to know who you are and what kind of service you provide. So specifically with your current customers, do they know that you love them, you appreciate them, that you can serve them? And then the last one would be just on a random, when the Holy Spirit hits you and you have somebody in your mind, are you sending them "You know what? I was just thinking about you today. Hope you have a great day." That can go a long way. All right, so that's 5 ways to build customers and relationships deep and wide. Have a good one. See you next time.